Hello everybody, it's that time of year for our adventures over to Oshkosh, and I'm just showing you a quick preview of the landings we've done in previous years, but this time it's going to be slightly different. We've got a PC, we've got a new plane, and I'm trying out ATC myself through Saying Intentions, so it's going to be a fun, bumpy road to Oshkosh today. So I hope you all enjoy and have fun.
Reykjavik ground, the citation Tango Charlie Kilo, when the CJ3 at Pakistan 21 in the General Aviation Area apron. With information India, we're requesting IFR clearance to Greenland, please.
Citation Tango Charlie Kilo. Also, I tried using your SimBrief filed call sign, but it's not valid, so I'm falling back on the default. Information India is correct. Cleared to Sondrestrom. After departure, fly radar vectors sorry. Runway 01. Initial climb 4000. Departure on 119.0. Squawk 2231.
Cleared to Sondrestrom. After departure, fly the vectors of SORIR, runway 1. Initial climb to 4000, and then squawking 2231, and then contact departure on 119.0. Citation Tango Charlie Kilo.
Citation Tango Charlie Kilo, read back correct.
Okay then, so we got clearance, and you can clearly see there that I have sort of requested my clearance correctly, and we never lost the audio this time around. But welcome to leg 2. We're flying same day over to Greenland.
Reykjavik ground, citation Tango Charlie Kilo, ready to taxi.
Citation Tango Charlie Kilo, runway 01, taxi via Alpha, hold short of runway 31.
Taxi via Alpha, hold short of 31. Citation Tango Charlie Kilo.
Yeah, so off we go for the second leg on the same day, and by the looks of things the weather's not too great, but well, seems to be a fun sort of ride, should I say, on this leg. Some of the views were quite nice, as you'll see a wee bit later on. But it's a relatively short taxi again. We just need to cross over the runway at
Approaching
the same time.
runway 19.
And as I pull up to this, I think I do a few bits and bobs wrong, but I get there in the end. So,
Citation Tango Charlie Kilo, cross runway 31.
Cleared to cross runway 31, citation Tango Charlie Kilo.
When approaching, just put our landing lights on if that's going to be the correct case. On the safe side.
Approaching runway 31.
It's just down here, and then we'll be on the runway. It's not too far to go. Look at those wet weather and the dark clouds ahead. Hopefully we can leave it behind in Iceland. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Should be able to leave it behind in Iceland. I did want to fly both of these legs on the same day, because I had enough hours in the day to do that, and sometimes it's just probably better to continue your journey while you've had your wee cup of tea. So, yeah.
Citation Tango Charlie Kilo, contact tower on 118.0. Bye-bye.
Contacting tower on 118.0 to Citation Tango Charlie Kilo.
Right, that wee noise you hear. I had previously tuned in my COM2 to that frequency, right? So I thought I could do it through the sayintentions wee app a bit, but I realised further down the line that I actually need to switch the wee arrow on my machine to go to the COM2.
Reykjavik Tower, Citation Tango Charlie Kilo at runway 01, hold short, request takeoff clearance.
And through all that process, you can clearly see that my yoke is doing some sort of dancing thing. And from the
Citation
people,
Tango Charlie Kilo, runway 01, wind 010 at 8, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, Charlie. Citation Tango Charlie Kilo.
well, if I'm got my words there, we'll get ourselves on the runway, and the most advanced people, if you're watching the video clearly, you'll understand why my yoke's doing all that kind of funny business. And it's all due to me pressing buttons here and everywhere with that COM2 scenario. I don't actually realise till the last minute. And you might find me, as we're setting ourselves up here on the runway to take off, that's when I figure out what I've done wrong in the piloting scheme of things. Our flight wouldn't be any different without something going wrong with it. It's me after all. Yep, we've got to have something that's not right. Right, well then.
Autopilot.
There you go. That's what was wrong. So I must have switched it on at some point. I really didn't need to. But I think we're all set. So let's get ourselves up in the air then. Oh, maybe just took off just a bit too early there. Got that stall warning, that rickety shake of my yoke. Did you all hear it? Not had that in a while. But as we fly over this way, I'm making
Citation Tango Charlie Kilo, contact Reykjavik departure on 119.0.
Contact going to 11.0. Citation Tango Charlie Kilo.
Here you're going to hear me when I talk to the next frequency what mistake I've made. So let's all see if we can all figure this out.
Reykjavik, this is Citation Tango Charlie Kilo, passing through 4,000 feet, runway heading.
Is that it there? We're not runway heading anymore.
Citation Golf Tango Tango Charlie Kilo, Reykjavik departure, radar contact. Climb flight level 100, turn left heading 295, direct. Sorry when able, then is filed.
Climb to flight level 100, then turn left, 295, direct to Sora, when able. Citation Tango Charlie Kilo.
That's, folks, is why I'm not ready to go in that sim. I don't think I'll ever will be. So don't see me there anytime soon. But we'll practice with the intentions, I think, because there's still quite a lot of things I'm doing wrong here. Of course there is. But as I get myself configured, and all that mumbo jumbo, you hear me moving to that wee bump there, that's me trying to get my throttles correctly. And I'm trying to work out why. And the eagle eyes of you at this stage can probably see why. But let me just continue configuring what ATC told me to do first. Get myself rocking and rolling. And then I'll figure out what's wrong with this throttle. And I think it's not too soon that when I go through the checklist, it suddenly dawns on me. What have I forgotten, folks? Still not changing, right? Still not changing. So what's wrong? Checklist, first thing on checklist there. What was it? Yeah, you guessed it. Landing gear. Of course. See, it's nice and quiet now. Of course it is. Oh, crikey. This ATC thing puts quite a lot of things in your brain at the one time, and multitasking you've got to be able to do. Well, clearly see the multitasking in my kind of scenario here is not too great. Looks as though we're coming through some of that rotten cloudy weather.
Citation Tango Charlie Kilo, climb flight level 180.
Climbing 180, flight level 180, citation Tango Charlie Kilo.
In the process of this, you can clearly see what happened to my windscreen. Now, once I get myself configured, I do try and fix that, but I don't know if I do it correctly. I might not do it wrong or whatever, I don't know. But I think I found a way of getting it cleared. By turning these knobs. I don't know if you need to turn these knobs. And I seem to think, I don't think it was clearing, so I put the bleed switch on as well, just to get rid of it quickly. We're coming through clouds here, so we can't see if we're fixed. But I think in a wee second here, I do break out of them. We should be able to see a nice clear little windscreen ahead of us and some sunshine ahead. So I think more or less we're getting to the stage and we're more or less configured for cruise. And you can probably see from the maps it's going to be a relatively crossing over the sea kind of flight. So we're not going to see much, that's for sure. So I don't think I'm going to bore you with all the full cruise. We'll climb up to the height that we need to be, and then we'll maybe just show you a wee clip of halfway through. There we go, there's a wee clip there. A wee bit further ahead, we've still got some followers behind us. Whether they're doing the same flight or they're doing something different, I don't know. I left this wee bit in to show you what it was like for me for the majority of the flight. A nice relaxing cruise, just watching the plane. But then I rejoin you again when we're close to Greenland. We do descend quite far down, and I don't want to bore you with all the descent and all the kerfuffle. So we're now here at, I think we're at flight level 60, or we should say 6,000 feet. We shouldn't say it in the flight levels because we're not above 100, so we're not in the triple figures. But you can clearly see here that we've got nice views ahead of us. ATC is going to hopefully get us vectored in. And
Citation Tango Charlie Kilo, 12 miles from Soup 27. Turn left heading 310. Descend altitude 2,800 feet until established. Cleared for the RNAV Bravo runway 27 approach.
Descend to 2,800 until established on the localizer. And heading 310, citation Tango Charlie Kilo.
Perfect. So I'd already sort of configured myself for that runway as well because of that sort of approach. Sometimes when you look at the ATC and the say intention, it sort of tells you ahead of what to expect really. But I was expecting it myself. I'd configured that myself anyway. So I think I put my gear down, I put my flaps and everything down way too early. But with all the shenanigans with ATC and things, I want to be ahead of everything rather than behind. So for that reason, I think I'll get better at this. I'll get better at managing when to do things and when not to do things and who to talk to and things like that. So we'll get there. But we're coming in nicely with these nice views ahead of us. Greenland's always my favourite so far. Don't think I'll ever get bored of flying in here. And it's the same airport as we did in previous years. It's maybe not the same runway, maybe the same end of the runway, if you know what I mean, but no, there's no changes to the flight plan from now on, I don't think. Oh, hang on, maybe there might be. You might see that further down the line. I can't remember. I think there is one more change to our usual flight plan, should I say. But oh, look at that. Perfect. I have been playing about with settings different times, and so I can't remember what settings I had at this point, but do change on a daily basis. So they do till I get myself configured the way I like it. I've always had a smooth sim. It's getting the balance between the smooth sim and the what to see ahead of you at the same time without that annoying message that pops up. So yeah. Oh no, don't tell me we brought the Iceland clouds with us. What happened to the nice sunny weather we had up there in cruise? Oh no. Oh no. Well, let's hope it's not too bad for landing and we can actually see where we're going. We're more or less visual, just no more, I would say. Well, at the moment anyway, till we pass this big cloud here. We're marginal visible at this stage. We're a jet. We're using avionics, so we're okay.
Citation Tango Charlie Kilo. Contact Sonderstrom Tower on 118.3. Crossing SUF 27.
Going to 118.3, citation Tango Charlie Kilo.
That's when I realise I've got it configured.
Sanderstone Tower, citation Tango Charlie Kilo, established on the localizer for the runway 27.
Citation Tango Charlie Kilo. Continue approach. Citation Tango Charlie Kilo. Runway 27. Winds 310 at 9er. Cleared to land.
Cleared to land, citation Tango Charlie Kilo.
It never gets boring in this area. Look at it. Always a nice approach. spectacular views. Clouds or no clouds in my book.
1,000.
Right, that wee nose dip there, that's me configuring my next stage of flaps. Probably way too early, considering we've got these wee hills here a bit between us. And you might see in a wee minute or two why, because we come really close. I think we're a bit too close for a jet, to be fair, but I think that's partly due to because I've got the drag in my flaps down. Look. Well, yeah, that's me fine at the end of the day. Come on. Things are looking good so far. Glide path active. It should be rocking and rolling. Just too busy looking out the window here. That's why I'm sure you're all doing the same, because we've all seen the Garmins before. But we need to see the views outside as we fly on this particular day, because it is live weather. Rarely don't fly live weather. I tend to like doing that all the time, I think.
400.
I have, at the moment, taken off my nameplates, just in case we don't see the runway. I like to do that for landing these days, just to take equation of people around. But the plane decides that there's somebody ahead of us in a wee minute or two, and it will tell us, but we'll just ignore that for the moment. And you'll see on the runway that there was a few players in the area. Look at this view. Look how close we're coming to this mountain. It's a bit too close for that big wing of ours. But should be showing the views out the side windows, shouldn't I? There you go, there's that traffic warning that I've configured off at the moment. We're okay.
300.
See you on the ground, everybody.
Autopilot.
200. 200. 100.
50. 5.
Welcome. It says Sonderstrom as the area. I think it is, but I think
Citation
the actual
Tango Charlie
airport is
Kilo,
called
welcome to
something different.
Sonderstrom. Taxi to apron east, stand 5 at your discretion, monitor this frequency.
Going to the east apron, might stay on this frequency and I'll let you know when I'm off the runway. Citation Tango Charlie Kilo.
Lovely views. Nice particular mountains.
Citation Tango Charlie Kilo, roger. Taxi to apron east, stand 5 at your discretion. Monitor this frequency.
Okay then, we will. I probably didn't need to reply back to him earlier on, that's maybe why. Just reiterating what you just told me. But we'll taxi up here to this little sort of, what do you call them? Exits? Is it an exit? I don't know. But we missed it as we come down as we were close. We were taking our speed down. There's that player in there. And as we turn round to you, you'll realise I'll put the actual nameplates on and we'll get to see who it is. I don't bother contacting for taxi areas or anything because I've looked up Navigraph. Got a rough idea where the East Apron is. It's just here to the left. So we'll just turn round. We'll pick a parking spot ourselves and we'll get configured and get shut down for the night. And then it'll be a different day before we carry on our journey. I think the next one is usually from Greenland to Canada, as far as I remember. So we'll be heading into the what though? I was going to say the States, but I don't know if Canada is, but it is part of the States, isn't it? Yeah. So, yeah. I think using this plane's been a wee bit faster than my little vision jet, but not too much. But we're getting preferring this one at the moment. I think this is definitely my favourite one that I've flown so far. I've always liked it from day dot. So yeah, just keep all this in for a change because technically all I'm really going to do is switch off the throttles and switch off all the avionics and things. So there's not actually a lot to the shutdown checklists, just making sure everything's off, switching the throttles off and engines off, letting them spool down, and switching off the generators and all that jargon, and then we should be good to go to step outside. How quick and easy is that? Everything's off. Perfect. Let's just split it all down then. Open the door. I like to do it in every flight. So step out, ignore the have a wee peek around the airport and the scenery because we've just flown all the way here. It's boring not to. Look at that. Fantastic airport this is. I still like it. I think I'll be flying here more often. Still default scenery, I've not got anything else added. But with that, I think that's leg 2 done, everybody. So I shall see you all again on the next leg. And happy flying!